Hello and welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room. Recently I did a video using the Season Like Christmas stamp set where I showed a decorated tree, but I said you could also use this stamp set to add snow, and I had some questions about that, so I want to address those today and go ahead and show you how to make a snowy card. So I'm starting with a piece of soft sky, because I want my white to show out, so I don't want a white background. And I'm going to use Tranquil Tide and stamp my base layer of my tree. And I'm also going to go ahead and stamp in Soft Suede and do the branches. There's some little gaps. If you want to see a little bit more detail about that, have a look at my previous video on elizabethscraftroom.blogspot.com. So that's that one there. And I also want to take the ground, if you like, and put a little bit of ground down there. And now I'm going to go ahead and give that stamp a really good clean. So I'm just doing that on my scrub off the picture, so that's nice and clean now. Right, now before we actually go ahead and stamp our snowy layers, which is going to be, I'm going to use this stamp here and this one again, I want to get everything ready. So I'm going to have some white embossing powder ready. I'm going to have my heat gun. And I'm also going to have some dazzling diamonds standing right by me. So let's go ahead and do this bit. A little piece of edge of cardstock, I think, has got on this. Let's just take that off. Right, okay, so I'm going to ink up this with the clear Versamark ink, which is a sticky ink. And I'm going to ink up this piece here and just kind of add some snow on top of those areas that I've done. So we've had a snowfall. It's not complete whiteout, but it's a snowfall. Then I'm going to take the white embossing powder, put that over. And I'm going to go ahead and heat this. Now, I've got my dazzling diamonds standing by, but out of the heat gun, because as soon as this is heated, I'm going to pour the embossing powder onto it. The dazzling diamonds onto it, and the wet embossing powder will cling on to those dazzling diamonds. So let's go ahead and do that. That's half a tree's worth. And I did find when I was kind of practicing with this that the sooner you do it, the better the effect that you will get. So now I'll carry on. Bottom of the tree and that snow line, and again pour the dazzling diamonds over, and you can see that whilst not quite like heat and stick powder, you get a very, very similar effect of the dazzling diamonds sitting where your white embossing powder is, which gives a lovely snowy effect. But there's more. This was something that I discovered while I was having a little play and designing this card. I thought, you know, I want some snow, but this particular stamp set doesn't have snowflakes. I have others that have snowflakes, but I like to be able to show that you can do an awful lot with one stamp set. So I'm taking this one. Now this one makes the baubles. But what else does it make? It also makes snow. Now, this has had some pink on it. Can you see it's had some pink on it? But don't worry, it'll get covered up by the actually it's what it's had on it is real red, and I thought I'd clean that all off. But it will get covered by the white embossing powder, so I'm not too worried. You will see, it'll all be all right in the end. Right, here we go. Never know that we had pink snowflakes. And here we go. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just pop that dazzling diamonds on the top. And the other side. And when the embossing powder has completely cooled, I would take a tissue and just gently wipe over, and you will find that this was my experimental one that I was playing with earlier, and as you can see, that stays on. It's not going anywhere. So we now have a solution, those of us who no longer have any heat and stick powder. And I'm going to use one of the greetings from there and just do a simple little greeting down, thinking of you at Christmas. Oops. And I think I'm going to finish by putting that, layering that up on, I think that is a Dapper Denim card. I like a little bit of blue projects at Christmas. Now, you can do this obviously just with the white embossing powder and you will get a very pretty look, but if you have the dazzling diamonds it just takes it to another level. So here's my one that I did just with the white, but then a little bit of sparkle with the dazzling diamonds. So there you go, another way to use the Season of Christmas stamp set, and I love that we found a way to make the snowflakes come down as well. So thanks for visiting Elizabeth's Craft Room today. If you'd like to see more, have a little look at my blog. You can have a link, there's a link just down below, you can click on that and pop over there right now. Thanks for visiting, and I look forward to welcoming you back again soon.